Hello family, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys another DIY hair care video, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I make a very special detangler for extremely matted, extremely tangled natural hair. For this pre-poo slash deep conditioner slash detangler, I'm going to be working with three main ingredients. First of which is oats. That's what is in the small transparent jar. Second ingredient is shea butter, and that's what's in the white bowl. And the third but not least ingredient is palm oil. All of these three ingredients are amazing for hair growth and for hair care, and they work extremely well for conditioning your hair and keeping your hair moisturized. Let's get straight into the preparation. I'm going to start by blending my oats. My oats are raw oats, like the way oats come. So I'm going to blend it into a fine powder in order to be able to use it to prepare my pre-poo. So let's get the blender out. By the way, you guys, thank you so much for staying with me so far. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers. If you're watching this video right now, hit that thumbs up button. It helps this video to get more engagement here on YouTube. It helps more people that need to see content like this to see the content like this. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for joining us today. If you haven't subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell beside so you'll be notified whenever I post new content. My old subscribers, my OG subscribers, thank you so much for joining me once again. Let's continue with the explanations. So my oats are well blended. This is simply me confirming that I don't need to blend it just once more. I'm satisfied with the way that it is. I'm going to set it aside and proceed to the next stage, which is whipping out my electric cooker. I'm going to proceed to boil the ingredients. Guys, for some reason my camera was not recording when I filmed the prior part of this part of the video, but this is shea butter which I put into my electric cooker, and I put 3 tablespoonfuls. This same tablespoon that I'm using to stir, I put 3 tablespoonfuls of shea butter into the cooker and I let it melt down before adding water and the blended oats. The quantity of water depends on the quantity of deep conditioner or pre-poo that you intend to make. This jar is the equivalent of 1 cup, so I use 2 cups for this particular stage of the mixing. So I put 2 cups of water into the electric cooker and then I let it cook before I proceeded to add some palm oil. For palm oil, I added 1 tablespoonful of the palm oil. The palm oil was not the main ingredient. The main ingredient was the oat powder. So I just added 1 tablespoon of palm oil and then I proceeded to pour the oat powder into the boiling mixture. Guys, I'm going to come to the benefits of each of these ingredients in a minute, but first, this is how I went about the entire process. So you want to stir this really quickly because oatmeal thickens very fast, so you want to make sure that you stir it very quickly to avoid it getting really thick and clumped. Mixture does not take a long time to cook at all, just a few minutes and your mixture will be done. So I had to keep adding water every few minutes because it was getting really thick, and it has to be a little bit light in order for you to be able to sieve it, because you're not going to use the oatmeal mixture with all of that chaff. You're going to need to strain it and just get the paste. So this is what the strained part of it looked like. Guys, I also realized that my camera was not filming by the time I was almost done with my straining, but I went ahead to film this part for you guys to see. And I'm using a strainer that is double layered. The mesh is 2 underneath all of this, so you can use this or you can use a stocking to strain, whatever is okay by you. Go ahead and use that and strain. And I want to point out that it's better if you strain it when it's hot, which is why I'm using a strainer with a handle. Once you strain it when it's hot, the paste comes out easier than if you let it cool down completely before you strain it. If you let it cool down completely, you may have to add water to lighten it up a bit, since everything is going to thicken. So this is the part of the oatmeal mixture that I'm not going to use. I just disposed of that, and this is the part of the mixture that I ended up using. So it looks kind of like pap. It's really thick. This works amazing for detangling your hair. I'm going to show you guys in a minute, but this is what it looked like by the time that I was done. And now let's talk about the benefits of these ingredients and how they work for your hair. The main ingredient is oatmeal, which is our regular oatmeal which we consume. And the reason I'd like to use this as a deep conditioner or pre-poo is because it has an incredible amount of slip. It's extremely moisturizing when used on your hair, and it just conditions hair so well. Guys, trust me, once you apply it to your hair, you're going to feel it. By the way, this is what I was working with. My hair was over 2 weeks past wash day, and it was extremely tangled. At a point, I just left it. I wasn't styling it anymore. So it became extremely matted, extremely tangled. And I knew that just any pre-poo would not get the work of detangling and conditioning hair done. I needed something that was extremely slippery and was a great moisturizer. So I decided to mix oatmeal and palm oil, and it does wonders every time. So oatmeal, as we know it, is incredible for moisturizing your hair. It's rich in fiber. It contains vitamins and minerals which help to hydrate and nourish hair. It also improves the health of your hair. It helps to boost hair growth. It helps to thicken hair. It helps to prevent and minimize split ends. It helps to treat dandruff, and it soothes dry and itchy scalp, as well as softens hair. That's the reason I decided to use oatmeal as the main ingredient for this, and guys, I did not regret it at all. The second ingredient was shea butter. I picked shea butter because I needed an oil which was rich, and shea butter is a natural moisturizer and is also really slippery. It helps to detangle. It helps to condition hair as well. It's also rich in vitamins and minerals, and it's just that one ingredient that is so friendly where natural hair is concerned. And then we have palm oil. Palm oil is also rich in vitamins and minerals, and it contains vitamins and minerals which help to promote cell growth of hair follicles. It promotes stronger hair. It helps to prevent your hair from being weak and breaking easily. Now, all of these ingredients are very helpful for detangling hair, like I mentioned earlier, and they're also great for conditioning hair, which is very important. They also all combined contain a great deal of slip, which helped me detangle my hair in a matter of minutes. And you can see that I had sectioned my hair to make the job easier, and so I just went to work section by section. I didn't want to be sectioning my hair in the middle of applying the pre-poo, so I just did everything before I was done. And by the time I was done, guys, please, I don't know what that was. Nobody should ask. But by the time I was done, my hair was so thoroughly detangled, and it was really soft. So I just put this section, I just tied it away, and then I went ahead to do the same thing to the other section. And this is really easy to prepare, as you guys saw, and it's extremely effective. Afterwards, I just covered my hair with a plastic bag, and I let that sit for roughly an hour before I proceeded to finish up my wash day, shampooing, conditioning, and then putting it into a protective style. This is the amount of breakage that I got from just detangling while I applied the pre-poo, and it was a lot. I also lost some hair when I was washing, but that's okay. At the end of the day, I was done with my wash day, and this is how my hair turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and bye.